Hey guys, this is Psychic Bob. Well, here we are. So good to be back with you. Tonight I am broadcasting from my home. I've been feeling spiritual presences the last few days. And I turn on my camera, I am getting a lot of orb activity. And I thought you guys might be interested. You know, with the 4th of July coming, talk about the fireworks. Well, I have my own set of fireworks here. It's called Spirits. And they're just as fascinating, I think. For those of you at home, you might want to experiment. Just set up your camera. If you have an area that you do a lot of spiritual work in or meditation, well, there went a big one. You may be able to get some paranormal activity on tape. I have in the past picked up voices. I definitely get orb activity. Some of the orbs are fascinating. I have literally seen them stop midair and turn direction. Some of them may be dust in front of the camera, but I know that some of them are clearly of a spiritual origin. And I find that very, very fascinating. So anyways, for those of you who want to kind of explore, the spirit world more, and you may be having some trouble, because you think, well, I don't know if I believe in it, there's a lot of skepticism. Take the time to use a scientific approach, There's nothing wrong with using modern equipment to study paranormal phenomena. We can use cameras, we can use microphones, telephones, cell phones have cameras and audio recording all in one. So I would encourage you, use your technology, explore the spirit world. There's a wonderful phenomena called EVP, which is electronic voice phenomena. And that is something that, to me, makes me a believer in it. EVP is when a spirit will actually audibly speak on a recording. You can use either old tape recorders or even the modern digital. It doesn't seem to affect them. They seem to be able to communicate through digital recorders as well. I find it fascinating. So I encourage you guys, wow, there went one. You see, it did a loop. I don't have any air going in here. The air is totally still. So this is really, to me, fascinating. So, I encourage you to set up your cameras, see if you get some activity. We're definitely getting stuff around here tonight. I can feel it, and it's showing up on camera, which I absolutely love. Maybe we'll get some EVPs. I'd love to get some voices on the film here. I don't know if we will, but I'm open to it. So if there are any spirits present who want to make themselves known, we invite you to speak tonight on our tape, or on our video, I should say. Make yourself known. Your orb form can come here. We welcome you. And, that's how you want to be, guys. Just talk to them. They're people just like us. Be open to their presences. The spirit people will love to communicate with us, And just because they look like balls of light, some of you are going to say, well, Bob, what's that? They're a ball. They're not human. No. Let me explain that to you. Because when energy condenses, and this is actually a physics principle. You scientists out there could probably explain it better than I. It takes the most efficient form for, when it condenses. And that happens to be a sphere. So if we consider that the soul is an energy, an electrical energy, it can take the form of a ball. Now, I have seen and heard of seances where, like an orb will float into a room, and then it will expand, and out of that will come a full-body apparition. So the orbs are only a temporary manifestation that leads to spirit manifestation. There are pictures I've seen of close-up of orbs where they even you'll see faces in it, and that is always very fascinating. So I love it. I think this is fascinating. I'm a big fan of the technology, For many years, we psychics have always talked about the spirit world. Nobody's ever believed in us, or not a lot of people, I should say. But now the scientists are even starting to pay attention because we are now having technology that is available to be able to demonstrate, these things. So I think it's fascinating. So anyways, I'm glad you're here tonight. I'm going to keep watching for the orbs. Maybe we'll see a few more. We've had some here. There were a heck of a lot earlier today. I'm going to try to bring up my settings. Sometimes if I brighten the screen a little bit, it makes them a little more visible. It's a little more glare, but sometimes the orbs are more visible. So we're just going to sit back and watch the light show. You know, when you communicate with the spirit world, it helps to approach it from a, you know, a friendly perspective. You don't want to like yell at them. You have to appear, you know. You want to invite them. Because, you know, you might be inviting your great-grandmother or your own spirit guides or angels. And we always want to, you know, we always want to be open to the spirit presences. And we don't demand, we never demand anything of them. We simply invite them. And I think that's what's so important, is you want to invite your spirit people. You know, you go someplace, don't you like it when you get invited? You know, people say, oh, would you come and join our picnic, join our dinner? You know, that's really nice. And the spirit people likewise to be invited. So, you know, especially at Halloween time, you know, one of the things they do is they have called a dumb supper, and they set out a table for the dead with food and plates and everything. I think that's a wonderful tradition. I think the spirit people love it. Even though they can't physically eat food, they absorb the energy. And that's what's important, you know. As we go through life, as we grow our spirits, we learn to work with energy more. And many people who die prematurely, who never develop a spiritual self, when they go to the spirit world, they kind of have to start from the beginning. And I think that for them is, from what I've heard, is many times a struggle. My spirit guide, Rose, you know, she went to the spirit world without a lot of soul work. And she's told me many times about how she struggled. And this is the thing, is we have a chance now to connect to spirit. So don't wait till you're old and thinking, well, I'll die and I'll start thinking about it. A lot of you young people now, you're young enough, some of you are 18, 20 years old, you need to start thinking about your spiritual self now. It's true you probably aren't going to leave the body anytime soon, but you grow that power now, and as you get older, you'll be more powerful. And I promise you, someday when you go back to spirit, you're going to love that you spent that time developing your connection to the other world. Because not only will your soul be brighter and you'll be closer to, you know, the higher forces, you'll also have a lot of friends over there, you know. Nobody crosses into the spirit world alone. You're always greeted. And that's an important thing to remember. You are loved by the spirit world. And you are greeted. You know, my guide Rose told me that when she died, she went to a place like a purgatorial realm for a while. But even there, angels would come and speak to her. And she rejected them. Now, see, because we have free will, we can choose to accept them or not. But she was very hardcore in her disbelief of her own death, and she stayed in that kind of that anxiety state. But if you practice spirituality through meditation every day, you'll raise your power. And someday when it's your time for transition, you'll have a much easier time. So anyways, guys, I just want to come here and share this with you. I am watching for the orb activity. I tell you, it's really exciting here. Let's turn up the brightness a little bit more here. Let's see if we can get some more show up here. You'll see them. They dart around here. Some of them are going in circles. Anyways, this is really interesting. A lot of paranormal stuff going on here. Of course, I am a medium, so I guess you would expect my house to be somewhat haunted, wouldn't you? But anyways, here we are, and I'm so glad you guys are here. Listen, keep it here at Spirit Channel. We're going to have more videos coming. Right now, I'm in the middle of setting up a new office. I've moved my office around within the suite, so I may be a few days before I can get anything else out to you guys. But bear with me. We'll be having more. But I want to just check in with you guys right now and let you know I'm thinking of you and share this moment of paranormal activity. So anyways, listen, tell me in the box below, have you ever had orbs show up either in photos or on videos? Have you ever seen an orb? I'd love to hear about your experiences with the spirit world. Anyways, guys, I'm so glad you're here. Listen, keep it here at Spirit Channel. We'll have more coming, and I'm so glad you're here. And anyways, also, we're getting ready for 4th of July, and I send to you my happiest greetings for a happy 4th to everybody in the United States. For you guys who are celebrating, have a wonderful, blessed holiday, and I'll be back here with you guys next week. Happy holidays. Blessings to you all. Now let's watch for the spirits.